A ton of pressure from both RRQ and WAG.
Oh, the A1 hits on all four, and BRU have an opportunity, but Get High gets taxed a little too much. WASSANA slowly working the angles here, going wider and wider as the Thunder is being called on the entire ring. Everybody on the outside is going to get taxed for a bit of their HP, and WAG understand if they hold their angles, four of them together, it should be strong enough. But BRU, they finally find the opening, break it open. They don't see it. The glue wall still holds strong. Too many resources as Captain Jonah calls for the retreat.
And Aurora looking to make it into 5.
It's getting very hectic here in the second ring. Marble is finally getting contested, and BRU more than happy with the points they have. But if Heavy are the only squads that want to fight, I think BRU is more than happy to actually get involved. Oh, WASSANA with the entry. The A1 hits on all three members, and it's good. WASSANA, LBT finds one individual. Well, all of a sudden, but even better, we see that at least throughout the glue walls being thrown, not a single person has gone down. Finally, Allen, the first to fall. Don't try trying to get involved. The Riptide Rhythm goes wide as Mufasa finds a trade for the sake of Allen. Unfortunately, nobody can pick up Joel, but that's fine for BRU because nobody is eliminated. The last member of Heavy forced to run, tail between his legs.
Merciless by Buriram this time around. Being personally putting a stop to Heavy's run, who are looking for the #1 spot. And it looks like Heavy, the first squad to get annihilated, and Bigatron by Vitality, thanks to Buriram, will get to hold on to their #1 spot.
Yup. And Buriram very happy to sit by Marbleworks. They can keep on sitting here as the ring has pulled towards their side of the island, which is an amazing position to play from now that they just cleared the last remaining squad controlling it. Now AG, they should be able to clean this up real quick. Nolan's already dead, and some good headshots here from Du to make it even quicker.
Barros with the Trogon just on standby now. They're in a decent compound because the vending machines on them. Circle is in their favor. AG Global doesn't need to do much, but because this is a vending machine, it's just going to be the prime point all the other squads look for once these bodies start hitting the floor.
So by the package with the Marbleworks here, BRU showing minimal presence, but just making sure that those shots are targeted towards the people to deter them from walking into their zone, right? They just want to make sure that their backs are clear. Look up towards North Marbleworks. They even throw UAVs as well, but now we caught on over to Aurora as BTR get eliminated here. Wasn't expecting that all of a sudden, but GOW, they're not done just yet. AG looking to control their compound here, and Aurora gets the revive somehow.
Look at Vietnam go, man. Heavy, GOW, WAG in the top 5. In fact, 2 squads still vying for the #1 spot. This could just be a possibility here if Gao holds on.
Oh, this has been a very slow lobby here. A lot of recovery, and they find one more. Well, she takes out Jun. Kikwe at least finds the last 2 remaining members of Magna. Haven't found a spot in the ring just yet, but they're more than happy to take their time, right? Eventually they should, once they start making their way into town, they can hear the shots, and RRQ taking plenty of damage here as you see Captain Jonah himself launching from afar, making sure that the tax is a little too high for RRQ. Magna bow out in 10th.
Magna out in 10th, RRQ about to bow out in 9th as well. A sliver of health left on the player, but it's P Esports that bows out first. Before them, RRQ gets the pickup. And the boys are hanging on. Aurora out in 8th. Bodies hitting the floor one after the other. This is that point. AG Global is going to be under a lot of pressure as players start looking for that vending machine.
Yep, all the teams who had stagnant members or at least not a full squad have been eliminated, with the only exception being RRQ. Everybody else still at full fighting capabilities. The next ring has pushed it deeper into the open area of Marbleworks, with only the northwestern side having compounds to play with. I'm pretty sure that the southwestern side also has a couple of compounds, but it looks like the Thunder Call has been called down on the southern side.
VDX KDC looking to end the day just like how they started with a booyah. God Nate there. Buriram still looking for RRQ by the looks of it. Team Flash in a messy little fight up against VDX KDC. One player down on the ground. Flash on the other hand, ABCD, great blue wall. Oh! ABCD, what a daring move. but it doesn't pay off. It just slows down Avida.
Okay, they can still get ABCD back up. They're controlling the tight angles here, but they need to start healing now before the blue starts taxing them even further. Ah, no, Mink! He didn't realize it soon enough, and now the Riptide Rhythm opens up that close angle, allowing ABD to start spilling in. ABCD takes the punishment, and the rest of them will just have to eat it. Pablo finds 4 kills, team wiping out Flash.
Wow, Avida XKDC still alive and kicking, although pressured deeply by that circle. In that engagement, they played that stressful situation so well, and now hanging on for their dear life. And Hussein down on the ground, but close enough to his buddy. That pickup is not going to be impossible. AG Global trying to put an end to it though. 16 eliminations in the hands of Buriram, looking for a spot in the next circle, but under a ton of pressure from both RRQ and WAG.
Oh, the A1 hits on all 4, and BRU have an opportunity, but Get High gets taxed a little too much. WASSANA slowly working the angles here, going wider and wider as the Thunder is being called on the entire ring. Everybody on the outside is going to get taxed for a bit of their HP, and WAG understand if they hold their angles, 4 of them together, it should be strong enough. But BRU, they finally find the opening, break it open. They don't see it. The glue wall still holds strong. Too many resources as Captain Jonah calls for the retreat. WAG hold their angles still as they creep up to the edge. No space to play.
Yeah, brilliantly played here by Buriram, not overcommitting in that battle, just kind of teasing the players on the side of WAG. WASSANA unable to find one with that Valiant dash, but now, as they circle around back, they annihilate RRQ instead in 6.
Look at the suppressing fire. Look at the amount of lead being traded by all teams from every corner of this 5th zone. BRU taking the ordnance damage here. WASSANA, don't go down, no. Doesn't matter, they still have electric therapy. Demon, what? Doesn't get as much distance as he wants to. Goes for the flank on BRU's member at 1 HP, finally getting punished. Hans looking for the rescue here to get his boy back up. He used the time turner for it to guarantee it, and Demon back up to his feet.
WAG forcing Buriram to use every single glue wall they have in their pockets. And
Whoa!
what a valiant dash by WASSANA, breaking down all of the defenses, and now GOW in a little bit of trouble. WAG understands that the team that they were trying to pressure might just be open for the picking as they rush in towards GOW. WAG trying to stab them from the back, but Buriram not letting go that easy. They pressure GOW away, and they keep WAG thinking twice as well if or not they should rush.
Oh no, the ring around Rosies were looking so good, but as soon as all hell started to break loose, AG turned their sights onto LBD. Now that they're out, GOW is taking a significant amount of damage, and BRU is one of the only squads with all 4 of their members still alive. WAG
Smart.
still creeping up behind them. They're still following them. Ah! GOW.
Buriram reading the circle well, and now they've got the advantage up against GOW. The circle leading Buriram right towards GOW. And they played their glue walls so well. How many glue walls did Buriram have to make sure WAG does not reach them, and to put GOW in a little bit of a pickle now? The vending machine outside the circle, nobody can get to it, and Buriram looking for a massive booyah on this final game where they wake up.
Oh, they need to control that side of the map as BRU has already made that first move behind the fence, which is great. WAG need to start mirroring. Make a choice. Either GOW, which would be a pretty good decision, or BRU on the opposite side, and it looks like they make the call to take on BRU, but AG have different plans. They didn't realize it. Demon healing out in the blue, breaks out, tries to go for a trade, ends up getting Nameless and ruining the odds of AG. Does he find the finish? He does find the finish. What? AG now at 1 remaining member.
A demonic play by Demon off of GOW. Now 2 Vietnamese squads looking for the fight up against Buriram. Buriram 20 elimination strong, looking for the booyah on this first game where they want to set themselves up. Moshi in a deadly angle, using the jump pad to get on top of the warehouse. And now he could just be the difference maker in this battle between Buriram and WAG.
Look at that, the high and low. Moshi and Jonah on that top side to punish WAG if they try to push out, and WASSANA and Get High to be the sticky mud so that WAG can't forcefully push their way through. No matter how you look at it, a single pick turns the tides unless Demon somehow ruins one of these teams' chances.
WAG now slowly squeezing themselves into a decent position. Jonah getting tagged up by the cryo mine, takes it out, and therefore gets marked up by That little narrow, quickly backing away, leaving Moshi in front. Moshi's angles just can't find WAG just yet. This is gonna be a slugfest down the middle of the circle in a little bit. Demon could just be the difference maker as he cuts down the distance between himself and the WAG players.
Oh, he's in the labyrinth of glue walls right now, where BRU now recognize, hey, we just have to start making our way, start cutting down these glue walls bit by bit. We've got all this ammunition, why not use it?
WAG spotted out by Get High. SBDY in hand. Get High. Big advantage. Tosses in the name. WAG eats up the full one. WASSANA Valiant dashes through all of those players. Dig way down on the ground. And put it up coming in here to finish them off one after the other. Demon can't do much. It's a 4v1. Demon rushes on in with his Valiant dash. Gets Get High XL. Demon still standing. And Moshi finally puts an end to that. And Buriram, after giving every other team a 5-game head start, finally starts to play. But